Testing one, two, three. Hello, hello. Hello, testing one, two, three. Okay, I think that should be fine. Just a simple chatting stream for now, unless I decide to do something else. But right now it's just simple streaming of chatting. Usually right now I'd be asleep. It's 11:45 p.m. or 46 p.m. right now, but I can't fall asleep, so I just decided to, hop on Twitch and, you know, just rambling nonsense and random stuff. But yeah, I really don't. I always have trouble sleeping, so, and I know, sleeping is important, of course, but it's like, and having a good amount of hours is also good too. But, and I think when I eventually wake up, I'm gonna stream. I think I'm gonna do a continuation of the misadventures of PB Winterbottom, and then after that, probably Yeek or Y2K. So, okay, so what I'm doing for now is like stream in the morning when I wake up, and then like when I get back from the gym, I'll stream another game, and I think that's a fine schedule, but I don't know, maybe not. But like right now, I have the freedom to stream at whatever time I want, but after my partner comes back from his vacation, it's more limited. Like the thing is, usually when he comes back from work, I stop what I do and just, be with him. So, and on the weekends, like this weekend I'll be able to stream, but usually normally the weekends I travel outside of the city and the state or the country I should say and visit other places. I know in at the end of this month I'll be visiting I believe it's Munich, Germany. I'll be visiting, but I don't know. I need to be reminded of what I'll be doing because usually weekends we all head out to visit some city. I think that's the benefit of living in an EU country. You could easily visit another country without a lot of hassle. As long as you have like the transportation to get there, that you'll be fine. And yeah, I've really enjoyed living in in Denmark right now. I just honestly I just a little worried about once this rotation is over that I'll have to head back to the States unless like my partner finds a permanent job here or another European country. And I don't know, I like Denmark here. It feels more safer than a lot of other parts of the Europe. And yeah, oh wait, did I send out a notification? I keep forgetting. Keep forgetting. But this is not really a important stream, just a chit chat, me just me just talking and just talking about whatever. Unless I decide to play like something else, you know. But the thing is, do I want to put another, do I want to commit to another game? I don't know, maybe, maybe not. Maybe something simple or something that's not bothersome or whatever. Not bothersome, I shouldn't say that. None of the games I've been playing are bothersome. It's mostly, you know, if they're like a difficult game to play, mostly be like a puzzle game, you know? But that's because I'm not really 100% functional up in my head. But I still, you know, if you watch my stream or video of the misadventures of PB Winterbottom, you saw how it took me a while to get through certain levels, you know. But well, you know, that's fine, you know. It's part of the learning and trying to improve myself, you know. It's not, you know, yeah, I'm embarrassing myself to any, but okay, so I'm trying to send a notification on Twitter, and Twitter keeps on saying that the tweet is has failed. I don't like Twitter, whatever. Doesn't matter, I guess, whatever. But yeah, so I'm using that. So hopefully I could be able to be better, I guess. I don't know. Just yeah, just do whatever, you know. Just hopefully I could gain something positive for streaming, you know. It's actually been helping me a little bit more at these 2 days because haven't. I think is streaming is fun. You know, I'm playing these games that I used to play a long time ago, and also, you know, playing new games like Eek, or I think it's Y2, just called Y2K or something, or Eek, Eek. I'm playing these games that I've never played before. I'm playing games that I played from my childhood or my younger years, I should say. And then it's helping me like read and speak out, you know, like when there's a game that has no dialogue in it or no voiceover or whatever, I read it, and it's kind of like helping me have like conversations, you know. When I meet people, I'm just the person that listens to the person talking, and I'll say a couple of few words or make grunting noises or whatever, and they take over the conversation. You know, they're the whole conversation. But the thing is, I want to change that. I want to be able to start a conversation. I want to be able to continue the conversation or take over the conversation, you know? And that's one thing I hope streaming can help me. And the thing is, like, I don't want to be the socially awkward person for a long, long time when I would be dragged into parties or anything, and I would be like the quiet one or the one that try my best to try to escape. But if streaming, I wanna change that. I wanna be or do something else. But yeah, I so far I've streamed 3 times. My first stream was the Misadventures of PB Winterbottom yesterday morning, and then yesterday afternoon was Y2K Postmodern RPG. And those two streams, they were good, but I had a lot of issues with them. The first one, my internet connection kept on getting cut. OBS kept on, you know, messing up. And I think, but after that, the game, PB Winter Bottom was fun, even though I had trouble with the simplest of puzzles. I was surprised I still had somebody still watching me stream. But, I guess that's the benefit of having like a couple people from the social medias that follow you, like from Blue Skies and Twitter. They already know they know who you are, or they can tolerate it, or they understand what you're going through. So they'll be so like, you know, they'll be like, yeah, I understand. But also, I'm cool if people like putting me on like background noise, or as long as I guess I don't know if my voice is good or whatever, but if they could find it not soothing, but they could tolerate it or enjoy it, then I'm happy about that. I don't think I have the streamer voice or the YouTuber voice, but it the point of me doing this streaming thingy is not to be that a streamer, honestly, not a streamer or YouTuber or whatever. It's just for my own personal self. Like if I do get a good amount of followers, that's awesome, but it's not my main goal. My main goal is to somehow use video games, which I love, and just talk randomly, and maybe it could benefit me and help me out. And maybe talk to, I don't know, maybe if people that do see my streams or my videos, maybe if they're also going through issues that I'm going through mentally, emotionally, being antisocial, being the quiet person, whatever. Maybe if they see, or maybe people that want to stream but they're just too scared to stream, maybe they'll see this or encounter one of my streams and be like, yeah, I could do that, or I could be better than him and stuff like that, and I'd be very happy for that. I I just want people to be happy. I want people to be able to live their life if it's if their life is gaming and streaming. I want people to no, I want people to be able to express themselves creatively, and able to just have a good time. Playing video games should be fun. Being a gamer should be about having a good time with a game. Being excited for a new game, being, enjoying it, completing it to 100% or whatever. Gaming is a hobby. It's, it's like any other thing. If you put your time and energy on it and just have fun. So, that's why I just do this. Like, if it wasn't for streaming, I probably wouldn't be playing these games. Like, just moving back here, I started getting back into gaming. For 2 years, I haven't played any console games or any PC games or whatever. The before moving away from the US to China for medical health reasons, I in China it's you have to use like VPNs and stuff like that, and it's really hard to get a. During that time, I was living in a hotel, so it was the hotel wasn't very strong. I mean, the internet in the hotel wasn't strong, so I had a lot of issues. So the only thing I could do is go to the cafes that had strong internet and download uh, download like mobile games and play in cafes or in the hotel, which there's sometimes that the signal was strong, and there was sometimes it was weak, so I had to hope that the signal was really strong. So yeah, so and then I came back here and I just got fed up. I miss playing video games, you know? Yeah, mobile games are video games, but it's just, gotcha games and, stuff like that. But I miss just playing, games, like get a controller, just put your feet up and grab a drink or whatever and just play. I just miss that. And now that I'm in Denmark, I'm able to do that, but the thing is that I don't have income to spend on video games, unlike when I was back in the States. But here I'm able to download and play games that are free, or find if I find games that I'm able to obtain, then yeah, that's what I would try my best to find a game. Like if something interests me, I'll download it. But yeah, I really just and I just really like to sometimes just chit chatting is the best thing. And it's kind of therapeutic as well. But things change, and but yeah, so far I've been enjoying it. And also today in this earlier afternoon, I uh, I live streamed Parasite Eve, and I had an issue with the network again. I don't know, like every time I start a stream, the network keeps on giving me like like problems. It keeps cutting off or whatever. I don't know. It's annoying. And the funny thing was like this time the error was I forgot to censor the video. So during like the first couple minutes of Parasite Eve, you only see like the middle half of it. So I was like, the funny thing was like there was nobody there, so nobody watching. So didn't I didn't know until I looked at OBS. I was like, oh no. But luckily later on, I actually had people, coming in to view my stream, so I was really happy about that. Parasite Eve is one of those games that I loved growing up. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I'm happy that I got a couple people following me, and one of them knew about Parasite Eve and loved it. So I'm really happy about that. Really good thing. Super, super happy. Now it's just see if these the same people come back. But like I said, it it doesn't matter if people come back or like I could have 0 viewers right now, and it wouldn't matter because I'm just using this for myself to better myself for like therapy and stuff like that. But yeah, I during those streams I would talk a lot, and it's very rare for me to talk a lot. I like I said, I really not the talkative person. I'm more of a making expressions or noises and grunting and crying and stuff like that. I have a hard time to express myself. Like even with my partner, I have like we've been together for more than 10 plus years, but I still have difficulty to express my express my expression to him. Like if like I think the only time I'm able to express how angry I am is like against my family, or if something really bad happens here with my partner, whatever, then I'll get really angry and I lose control. But I just, yell or get angry or just ignore. But yeah, I still don't know how to like, express myself or control my emotions. It's uh it's really annoying, and sometimes I don't know. I just don't like the way I am because I'm afraid I may hurt people that I care or love. But you know, it's difficult because like if I meet somebody new, they may think I'm not interested or they find them boring or whatever. But it's no, it's the opposite. It's just that I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. It's just very difficult for me. And I don't know. And also I'm very paranoid. You know, I think people talk bad about me or they scheming or whatever, but it's just I don't know. It's just how I am, and I don't like being like that. I don't. But and sometimes I'll my mind, my own thoughts are a lot of the time against me. They'll say bad things about me and make me wanna just smash my head through a wall, because that's one way maybe to make them stop being very bad to me. And I don't know, like, yeah, I really don't know anymore. That but yeah, so I'm just using this as like a therapeutic way to, just see if I could help myself, improve myself. And I don't know, just maybe if my random babbling can help other people that may come across this my streams, by accident or whatever. That'd be cool too. But it's really it doesn't matter. I do what I do on Blue Sky and Twitter. Hopefully, people will enjoy the funny, silly things I post. That's all I really want to do. I'm tired of the drama on Twitter and the inactivity in Blue Sky. But I guess I'd rather have a chill, quiet platform than every day seeing the doom and gloom of the world on Twitter. But it's I guess that's part of life. The yin and yang, wonderful parts of life, and then you get the terrible parts of life. But yeah, I guess I just want people to know that they're not alone. Like, you could have one of the worst days ever and in your life, and things may seem very dark or whatever, but there's always hope. When there's a will, there's a way. We just gotta keep on fighting until our very last breath. And hopefully one day, you know, the darkness goes away, or actually you just accept it as part of life and learn how to navigate through it, how to better. better beat it and just, and just hopefully things will be fine. Let's see if I could chit chat for a whole hour, but I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I can. But honestly, I'm surprised I even got 7 followers right now. There's one viewer, but I don't know if that's actual person or if that's like a bot. For all my streams, I've been getting those bots that keep asking you to get like buy viewers and stuff. I'm like, come on, man. Like, I don't know if Twitch does anything about it, but I don't know. But maybe I don't know if I stream here or YouTube, which is better, you know? Maybe I should just try streaming YouTube. I don't know. I know I think there's a way to stream for both, but I don't know. I don't wanna like I have hard time multitasking, keeping like both like more than one thing, you know. I'll get I'll get a big giant headache and I'll just like start panicking and just like going into overdrive with my brain and just like I just probably rage quit streaming and just not even think about it anymore. But I love hearing Basil's theme, Home for Flowers. I love Omori, man. It's my favorite game. I remember when I first found out about Omori. I actually finished up with Deltarune in Chapter 2, and then I was looking for the OST for it, and then they were talking about games similar to Deltarune and Undertale, and that's how I found out about Omori. And the funny thing is, like, I didn't buy Omori, I pirated it because I really didn't want to spend money on a game I never heard of. But the funny thing was that later on, when I found out about like Omocat or whatever, I remember her artwork from a long time ago during Tumblr, her Tumblr days, and I was like, oh wow, that's the same person. But yeah, Omori is my favorite game. Like before, I was Earthbound, but but you know, I love RPG games. But yeah, what was I saying before I went through that tangent? Oh yeah, no, actually, I don't know. Oh yeah, YouTube. I don't know if I know there's a way to stream for both, but I I just don't want that headache. But I don't know, maybe I should do like single streams on YouTube and see if anything happens. I don't know. I really don't know. And I've watched YouTube vids about streaming on Twitch is better, and then streaming on YouTube is better, and you know. It's easier here, it's easier there, blah 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 blah. But yeah, I think I need another program or whatever to stream on both. But unless I do like, oh, I stream these certain games on stream and then I stream certain games on YouTube. But I don't know. I just don't want that hassle, you know. But I guess it's whatever, you know. Whatever I just decide. Like I honestly, I still don't have a set schedule, and I honestly don't know if I'm gonna keep on streaming, you know? So everything's still up in the air. Like I'm still in that 7-day trial that before I wanna commit to doing this, you know? And I mean not like be a streamer, but I'd be like just stream to see if it helps me, you know? But yeah, ooh, 30 minutes, nice, okay. Um but yeah, yeah, if it suddenly goes like quiet on my mic, it's I mute it because I'm either yawning burping or other weird sounds. Remember, I'm using a very mildly okay headset that catches everything. It probably like catches when when it catches when I use the controller, which is also a very noisy controller. Not very high quality controller, but it's very noisy. I could show you. See, look at. Yeah, see, you hear it? Yeah, it's very noisy. So I try to put the controller down far away from my microphone, the headset, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it's it is what it is. That's how the cookie crumbles and all that. But yeah, so honestly, I wanted to do this stream to watch scary, spooky videos, before I fall asleep. But I really don't know how that works. Like I really don't know how, I don't want to get like in trouble. Like somebody says, "Hey, you are streaming my content or whatever." But I don't know. So I was like, maybe not. But the thing is, I also don't want to start a new game late night right now or continue a game I already played. But I don't know. So I just decided to, chat, 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 chat. So I was like, that's fine. No need to worry. Unless I could find something really cool or whatever. But yeah. Like right now, I'm just have this nice ambient background music. So yeah, I so that's been my thinking process of what I should be doing. I don't know, maybe like ghost videos or something spooky. Like I like how Joe of Skeletor does spooky Saturday night videos or spooky whatever day he decides to do it. But I don't. It's not directly from YouTube. It's like he people downloads the videos and send it to him. I don't know how. So I don't know, cause I know some people on Twitch that like watch videos from YouTube sometimes get like content striked or something like that. I don't know. Like they're not allowed to watch YouTube or whatever. I don't know how that works, or I really don't quite understand it. But maybe I don't know. It's still a lot of things I need to figure about streaming, and yeah, maybe talking to myself is the beneficial thing to do instead of actually doing something. Actually, the best thing to do for me is to fall asleep, but I'm getting there little by little. Maybe just talking to myself like this would help. And yeah, I think that should be maybe help, hopefully. Hmm. But yeah, so I don't know. It says here I have one viewer, but I think maybe it's just a bot or whatever. But that's fine. Like I said, I just enjoy listening to the music and talking. And also, I keep on looking at the dark, empty hallway a little spooky because it kind of feels like there's like a shadow figure just looking at me, but I don't know. My mind plays a lot of tricks on me, but you never know. And but I when I was living in the States, I had this something plushie with me that would protect me, And generally, this is gonna sound funny, but that something plushie actually helped me out a lot. Like it actually motivated me to cosplay again, I cosplayed as Sunny at one of the conventions, but before that, like I went to another convention, and I was really nervous, scared, and shy. I didn't want to bother people to ask for the photos or whatever. I just, walked around aimlessly at the convention, and I was like, well, like, if I'm here and not doing anything, why did I pay money to go to the convention? If I'm not gonna do anything. So I decided, you know what? Maybe I take my something plushie, take pictures, take silly pictures of it. So I was like, yeah, okay. I took it, and the funny thing was like I felt very different. Like I was, I was happy, I would like if I was sad or whatever, I would talk to my something plushie. I would talk to it like if it was an actual person, and it helped a lot. And I felt like it was a therapeutic doll, plushie doll that funny like a ghost trauma ghost helping me, So I went to the convention and took it with me, and I felt so happy. And also, there was people who knew who something was, and I would talk to them. I had the confidence to talk to random strangers, and it was great because beforehand, when people approached me and want to talk to me, I would do my best to try to run away from the situation. If if somebody like approached me because I would wear like Omori shirts and whatever, like they were merchandise, and if somebody would be like, oh hey, like a nice shirt or something like that, like hey, I play Omori too, or I like Omori, stuff like that, like or instances like that, I would like go the other way, or I would like pretend I'm on the phone, or I can't hear them, or something like that. It's 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 I always complain about how I want to meet new people and talk to them, but when it's an actual thing, when it actually happens, I just don't know how to interact. But when I had the something plushie, I felt like a new person, I felt like I shouldn't be afraid, I shouldn't be worried. The something plushie actually helped me, which is weird, but then again, Omori, the game itself, got me through one of the darkest periods of my life, which is weird because the game, after I finished Omori, like for the whole month, just thinking about it, I started crying when I went to sleep. And the funny thing was like, I think a couple months after that, they announced the Art of Omori in LA. So I actually booked the plane to go there just for that event. And it was great. I loved it. And I don't know if y'all seen the pictures where I had the sweetheart donut, Abby's burger, Mari's bento box, and Kel's orange joe. Kel's orange joe really messed up my head. Like I had like a headache for the whole day. But which is funny that before I couldn't tolerate coffee, but now I drink coffee every day. It's very strange. I really don't know how that works, but yeah, but It's it's very strange. It's very strange. But yeah. But but it really did help me. It's the thing is like sometimes the smallest thing or the simplest thing can help and be beneficial to anyone. You know, sometimes we don't know a simple "Hey, how's it going?" or "Hope you're well" can help somebody, or a plushie. You know, sometimes people don't understand that, and it's kind of disheartening. You know, but we have to dust ourselves off and keep on going with life. You know, sometimes our worst enemy is ourselves, but sometimes our best ally, our best hero is ourself. It's just that we have to make an effort to try to figure out what helps and what doesn't. And I feel like this can help, or maybe it can hurt me, you know? I can find great people on here that could be supportive, or I could find people here that could be very bad, you know? Very bad people that would try to tear you down because their life is not going well. But we have to know and understand how to build ourselves up when we ourselves or somebody else tears us down. So I just want, if anybody stumbles upon this stream or this video, there will always be hope. There will always be hope until the last dim light fades away. And even with that, we keep fighting like hell until the very last breath. And that's what I believe because I've grasped through straws and through stuff like that when I believed I was drowning and everything was done, you know. That I kept on fighting back because I want to see what else life has in store for me. Things could have ended earlier for me when I was younger, but something prevented it. And I'm happy it did because now I'm happily with my partner. I'm able to see the world as much as I can. Granted, there's a few issues with, health, but thanks to able to be at a certain country with affordable healthcare, I was able to deal with things at a very early stage. But it's still there, but it's not as bad as it was in the beginning. But yeah, I'm just very grateful for how things have come, you know. But yeah, wow, hearing the Omori music really makes me want to play Omori. But I think I'll save that for maybe like I don't know, a follower special maybe. Like if I get like 50 followers or 100 followers or something, I'll play Omori or something like that. I don't know. But yeah. But the thing is, like, I've played Omori a lot of times, so, but I do love the game. But yeah, but just listen to the music is, you know, boom, boom. But yeah, but I don't know what else I want to say. Maybe, maybe I should stop the stream. I guess in summary, just never give up, keep on fighting, and hopefully we will find what makes us happy and what makes us a stronger person. Mm, but yeah, but yeah, but yeah, yeah. I don't think I may last another couple of for an hour because I'm starting to get sleepy. And if I do end up like if I do start playing something, then I'm just fall asleep on the keyboard and that's it. But yeah, but hopefully if by any chance this is heard by anybody, always take care of yourself. Always make sure, you know, whatever you do, make sure it's not hurting you or other people. Always be who you are. And I don't know. I really don't know what else. I just, huh. I had two max yours, or that's interesting. I was not expecting that. But I think it's just people that were just passing along, wondering, hey, what's this guy doing? But that's that's cool. That's fine. Whatever. Like I said, I'm not here to get viewers or something like that. I just want to be able to say whatever. But yeah, I think I'll be ending the stream. But I just wanted a you know quick thingy talk to myself and stuff. But Undertale. Yeah. Well, anyways, thank you for listening to me ramble about random life things, and hope all is well. And have yourself a good night. Bye bye, everybody. And I should be streaming tomorrow, I hope. Depending how I feel, I guess. I have no set schedule, so goodbye.